say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, race fans. Want to thank y'all for tuning in here on True Sim Productions on a Thursday night. Typically, it would be Dirt League racing night, but instead, Kern County Showdown night 4 of 4. Tonight, we will crown a champion for this week's special event. We've raced 4 nights here at Kern County. Started out with super late models, Brian Gravel. He put it in victory lane. And then Tuesday night, we went tour modified racing. Brian Gravel started in the back, brought it all the way up to the field, and put it in victory lane again. And then fast forward to last night. Late model stocks at Kern around the big oval. Originally was going to be the small oval, but we did revert back to the big oval. And Brandon Elvis put it in victory lane, and a little bit of controversy. Brian Gravel, he won the first 2 races. He did not claim a caution last night, so he took a little bit of a points penalty hit last night. So that's going to bring him, I believe he's coming into tonight second in the points. I'm trying to get it pulled up for us here. Computer's acting a little wonky, but it seems I can get this pulled up for us on stream here. Bear with me just one moment. But the points are very, 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 very tight at the top. I believe last heard it was 12 points difference between third to first. And remember now, folks, first place is going to get $50. Second place is going to get $30, and then third place is going to walk away with $20. So they are racing for more than just pride and all that tonight. They are racing for some cold hard cash. So let's get that switched over so y'all can see it here. As we have it pulled up now, you see Zach Murphy. He is a non-dirt driver. He is not proficient on dirt at all. He'll tell us that himself. He's going to be coming into tonight as the series points leader. Has had 3 great finishes. Going to look to see if he can do that again tonight as we head to the side of dirt. And then you see Brian Gravel sitting P2, currently 12 points back from our points leader, Zach Murphy. He's had a hell of a season. Got 2 race wins, and I believe finished 3rd last night. But remember, that points penalty basically put him behind the 8 ball, but he is still within grabs. These drivers can grab a total of up to 53 points tonight. A lot of points up for grab. And then Brandon Elvis, of course, laying in the weeds there, but you can't count out Christopher Smith either. Brandon Elvis is 13 points from our points leader. Chris Smith is only 14 points behind. So it's up for grabs here tonight. $50 here for the Crooked Line Racing All-Star Racing League. Kern County Showdown. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We're going to get that music rocking and rolling, and we'll be back momentarily as you watch these guys take a few laps around Kern County. Alrighty, folks, we are back here. Remember, it's the Kern County Showdown. $50 to tonight's champion, Zach Murphy, Brandon Elvis, Brian Gravel, Chris Smith, all in contention for the title here tonight. I'm excited, very, very excited. Not used to calling dirt, I'll be honest. Not used to calling dirt by myself for certain. Usually have Mr. Chris Carroll up in the booth with me, but we are flying solo out here tonight. We're going to do the best we can. I want to see if we can dial up some non-dirt guys as we come into tonight. Let's see if I can find. There he is. Coming into tonight as the series points leader. I know he's trying to turn some valuable laps right now, but do want to get a quick word with him. Zach Murphy, you are live in the booth, brother. Got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
So coming to dirt, you told us last night you basically had to still buy the car, buy the track. You're turning a few laps now. You're sitting 14th on the speed chart, but you did get in a little late, right?
Yeah, I did get in a little late.
So the track was already blown off, basically. The times have slowed down a lot since I've been sitting here watching. How you like the chances for, it looks like you're the number 13 car tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This will be the first time I've really been in a race situation on, especially one of these cars. Like I said last night, I ran some streeters a couple times, but we'll see what happens. I'm not really expecting much, but you never know. It felt pretty good. I ran a short run, I think, with me and Tim, and just kind of side by side, and seemed to hold up all right. So it should be fun. It's definitely fun to whip them out sideways and hammer down, but I'm not good at saving tires or anything like that. So we'll see what happens in the long run.
Now, Zach, you're somebody that I'm always very comfortable racing around in the asphalt world. You're a sim veteran, right? Translate that over to dirt. You come into tonight with a 13-point lead. What's the strategy for you and the 13 car?
I mean, kind of a wild card here for me. I'm just going to try to obviously play it safe, and hopefully there's not much attrition, but play it safe, try to stay out of any trouble, and keep the nose clean, and hopefully come home with I don't know, top 5, top 10. We'll see what happens. I mean, just trying to score as many points as we can. That's the goal. Right,
and you got to try to remember just to be clean as well, right? Don't take penalty points, right? I mean, that's going to be a big factor tonight. With Zach, give them hell tonight, brother. 13 cars looking sweet. Got the iracing peak and a free scheme on it. We'll be up here calling action. Maybe we'll be talking to you after this, and maybe you'll be $50 richer. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I should have put a scheme on it, but appreciate you guys for doing this. We'll see you hopefully later on.
Absolutely, boss. Good luck. Alrighty, folks. I believe it is indeed that time. It is qualifying time here for the championship night. I keep wanting to say season finale, but that is not it. It is qualifying here for the championship finale race. Sam Lawson had to miss race number 3, was sitting great in the point standings, but had a family emergency he had to go attend to. And I want to show y'all something. Race chatter on the front of that car. Race chatter coming at you live Saturday night. I will be down in Gatlinburg, but I will be tuning in and hopefully buzzing in from the iPad. Hoping we'll have decent enough signal down in the mountains where we can do that. Got a nice cabin, so we should. But yeah, race chatter coming at you live on True Sim Productions this Saturday night. Check us out as Sam Lawson goes P2 on the board. Sorry, I'm a rookie over here. We'll get the ticker up. I do apologize if it's messed up on your side of the screen and the top portion of it. That is what happens when we do heat races here. Everything looks good on the stream right now. As we have over Millen in the chat saying, what's up, Tanner? Well, Josh, why don't you come call this race with me? I got an open seat for you. As I also want to say, one of our own today, Mr. Brian Zimmerman, got to not only meet, but got to hang out and go to eat with Bobby Allison and family. So pretty cool. Bobby Allison, Red Farmer, and the gang, Donnie, they all got celebrated into, I believe it is called the International Motorsports Hall of Fame today down in Alabama. The Alabama gang got inducted. Mike Harmon was there. They brought his Bristol car there, the one where it was destroyed, car on the hit the gate or whatever. Speaking of gates, as Justin Coleman goes top of the board with the number 14. I do apologize right there. We were missing a little bit of qualifying there. Trying to settle everything on my end. Byron Gay out here in the 97ers. Look at that track. It is slick out there. Going to be 2 20-lap heat events. I was unaware we were doing longer heats like that, but it's all right. I guess we'll be here till midnight as Jamie Kephart goes to a P3 on the board. As 97 really trying to wrap that bottom. One thing we're not seeing, you can see it vaguely if you look close enough. For dirt drivers, think of Knoxville, how it has the berm down the bottom. It's basically a speed bump. You hit it, it really upsets the car. So you got to be careful. You want to go low, right? Make that track, cut it off, make it as short as you possibly can. But you got to be careful. And talking about how as short as it possibly can, look how tight quarters this dirt track is. We pull up the race info here. 0.3 of a mile. It's under actually 0.3 of a mile, coming in at 0.29. So very, very, very tight, short racetrack here. But you will notice the corners, they kind of widen out a little bit. So I'm excited, super excited. And I also see right there, look in the middle there, there is a mini oval. So imagine even smaller than 0.3. Man, oh man, as we're waiting for somebody else to go out and qualify, it looks like the field is basically just about done. As we'll see if we can talk to Brandon Elvis. I know he's in the admin meeting right here. Hopefully he is not doing a driver's meeting. Mr. Brandon Elvis, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Oh no, yeah.
Are you good to talk? Not busy?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Brandon, talk to me, brother. I know you're not super confident on dirt. You've been running a little bit of dirt lately. You're sitting, I don't even know, where'd you qualify at, Brandon?
I'm not allowed to qualify.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right. So, starting last in the heat, but you know, it's funny. You're starting last with Grable. Y'all are separated by 1 point. Zach Murphy, he qualified 12th. What's the game plan, the strategy for the 54 car here tonight?
Man, I just really got to keep my head on a swivel in this heat race and try to pick up as many spots as I can and just hang on for the feature.
You know, I wish we would have talked about it before now, but if we were doing heat races, I wish we would have scored points in these somehow, just to give more incentive to race, but neither here nor there. Well, Brandon, I mean, the one thing you got to think about is the X's, right? You can't afford any X's, especially starting in the back. A lot of asphalt guys out here tonight. I think we're starting, it looks like 18, 19 people in a session, so give them hell in the 54. You're coming in third, but you're right there in striking distance. I'm going to call you the favorite. Just for whatever reason, I feel it. You're the favorite for tonight, brother.
All right, man. Well, I don't know if I need that extra pressure, but
I got you.
we're gonna have fun, and what happens, man.
Right on, brother. Well, good luck to you, and good luck to all the Bad Company Racing. And thank you and Justin Coleman and John Monkern for helping us put the dirt side of this on, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All righty, folks. It is about time to get to it and do it. I should bring Kyle Wellman up. He's running another race. He didn't come out and race with us. Like, come on, Wellman, support the series. As Grave will say what's going on up in the booth. Grave, I'm going to try to talk to you here in a moment, depending on, so you are in the first heat. We will talk after heat 1 to our driver coming in P2, and then we also need to chat with Chris Smith, as I do not believe he is in this heat. We're going to see if we can find Chris. I cannot find Chris Smith. All right, we're going to see if we can get this grid rocking and rolling. Justin Coleman, the Gold Chain Cowboy, number 14. He's going to be firing off P1 with Jamie Kephart in the 20, starting to his outside, row number 1. Samuel Baumgartner, Mr. TSP, he's starting P3, and Brian Gay starting P4 to his outside. Daniel Sweat starting 5th. Tim Trowbridge, been a heavy hitter all week long, led a lot of laps. He's firing off in 6th. Todd Lamphere is in 7th. Guy Barrett's in 8th. And the man to watch in this race is Mr. Brian Grable. He is the man to watch. And it's funny saying the man to watch because he is a kid, but he is the car to watch. That 05, I expect fireworks to fly tonight. As Chris Smith, if you are watching this or if you hear this, please get inside Discord so we can have a quick little word with you. If you're even here tonight. I don't know if I've even seen your name tonight, actually. All right, it don't matter. We'll get to it and got to do it. Getting ready to be green flag action. Justin Coleman, Jamie Kephart will be the race leaders here as they come by. Broadway for the green flag as Coleman fires them off. He does not wait. He goes early. Looked like he may have caught Kephart sleeping a little bit there on the outside. Sam Baumgartner to the inside of Kephart. Maybe a little bit of door banging action there. Now, typically with these heat races, 20 laps, it sounds like a lot, but I promise you it is not when you're going around a 0.3 of a mile track. Let's get this ticker pulled up on the top. Hopefully it don't bug out as Baumgartner gets the advantage from the low side. Crossover move out of Kephart. This is allowing the Gold Chain Cowboy to dip away from the field. as the advantage is already up to 1 second here. 18 laps to go, 17 by the stripe. The 14 car looks to be the dominant car out the gate, as we got to keep tabs on Brian Gravel. Was not allowed to qualify. He started P9, already worked himself up into 7th place, so he's gained 2 spots, looking to try to gain more. Got Daniel Sweat rocking that low line. He is catfishing on the bottom there, as Gravel is trying to rip the lip up high. Gonna see if we can jump on board with Gravel. I know he's also somebody not a keen to dirt, not a hater of it by no means, just not a huge fan of it, not able to race it very often, but hanging right here with Daniel Sweat. He's to the inside battling for P6, so the 05 machine, he's definitely moving forward. Got the spot away from Sweat. Now he has the eyes set on Trowbridge. We go back up front here. Go Chain is just playing in a league of his own. Who can stop the 14 car? We've seen this all season long. If the 14 car, if the nose stays clean, if the luck falls his way, you know he's going to be a contender week in and week out. He's proven it here with the number 14 here of Justin Coleman, out to almost a second and a half, almost 2 seconds over Sam Baumgart. As we're going to pull up Mr. Samuel Lawson just for the giggles of it, as he is Mr. TSP when it comes to TikTok. Sam, you got a copy?
I got you, man. What's up?
Man, I'm doing good. I don't know about you. It won't tell me where you're starting in Heat Race 2, so let us know where is the 44 machine rolling off for Heat Race number 2?
I believe it's 5th, sadly. So, I mean, I don't know where I'm going to run. That's why I'm watching this heat race. I have no idea what's going on.
It seems like you can basically run everywhere. It looks like a lot of guys are ripping that berm right down. I mean, basically rubbing the front end on the cushioning down there is what I'm going to call it. I know it's not technically the right term. But Sam, so you're starting P5 in heat race number 2. The track will be definitely a lot more rutted up, a lot more blowed out. You being a dirt guy, that's going to be something that's actually probably plays to your advantage, right?
Hopefully it does, but I mean, there's some asphalt guys out here that's pretty fast right now, but I know a lot of them's going to kind of like get freaked out whenever somebody tries to pass somewhere. I mean, you know how it is sometimes, like when you're not used to running something, you don't really know how to pass to people. Like you can be fast, but you can't pass.
The 4 car on dirt, I go where the car takes me. So yeah, trust me when I tell you, I understand. It's I might be in control for about half of a lap, right? The other half, I'm just going wherever the car goes. Well, Sam, good luck to you, brother. Super excited to have you out here tonight. I wish you could have made last night. I know you had some family emergency come up, so we're T's and P's for you for that. And good luck to you tonight with the number 44, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm going to get the win for you, buddy.
All right, right on. And shout out, what are you doing for us for True Sim Productions? What have you been doing all day for us?
Good old TikTok. We're trying to figure out what's good and what's not good.
He's working with the commies. But yeah, check us out on TikTok here. True Sim Productions, I believe, is that the handle?
I believe so.
Right.
Or it's at TSP Broadcast.
That's it, right there. At TSP Broadcast. Check us out. A lot of bangers going out on that. Sam is putting in a lot of work. I will say he's grinding. He's learning to edit. So check it out. So thank you. Salute to you for that, Sam. As 3 laps to go, we'll get you back down to your race team as we're going to call the end of this heat race.
Thanks, man.
All right, right on, bro. Justin, the Gold Chain Cowboy, he is putting on a clinic in this race. As troubles right there for, I believe that was Guy Barrett in 02, but no troubles for Justin Coleman. He is a man on rails, a man on the mission here. As Popsicle Sticks last time by, going to be 1 lap to go when he passes the stripe. White flag in the air for heat race number 1 for championship night here. This is going to put Justin Coleman starting on the pole position for the feature as he rounds out 3 and 4 for the final time here at the heat race. Number 14, Justin Coleman picks up heat race 1 win. Samuel Baumgartner, P2. Jamie Kephart's in 3rd. Tim Trowbridge is in 4th. Brian Gravel got up some spots. He's going to be 5th. I believe that's going to make him start, what would it be, 9th or something, I believe. So good bounce back for Gravel, not being able to qualify. Left Fear is going to be P6, and Daniel Sweat was 7th. Now, this has got a lot of interesting drivers in this heat right here. Heat race number 2. Heat race number 1 was pretty tame. I'm excited to see how this one shakes out. See if we can pull up the starting grid here. We got the old man, Mr. Scott Smith, going to be holding down that pole position with Matthew Keichel starting P2 in a number 17. Kevin Prettyman, he's a guy that Chris Carroll has shouted out for the paint scheme, got the scores on it. He's going to be looking to kill the competition tonight. He's going to be starting P3 inside row number 2 with John Monkern firing off P4. Samuel Lawson, the governor, we just talked to him, the 44 machine, he's starting 5th. Zach Murphy comes in as the points leader. He's rolling off 6th. Brody Mears is in 7th. Brandon, the wild man, Elvis, Bad Company Racing Zone starting P8 with Jason Bauer in the 9 car rolling off in P9. Has gotten 8 cars out here. I do not think Jason Bauer elected to take the grid there, so only 8 cars in this feature. It don't matter. I've learned with dirt, you can have 6 cars battling out, and it's going to be the best battle ever. These guys are impressive. They put on one hell of a show. As 20 laps to determine the outside lane here for the feature event. As field is in the hands of Scott Smith. Now Matthew Keichel, we've seen the 17 be the car that wants to be on the bottom no matter what. Now the 17's forced to be on the high side. How will he contend up there? As the 53 car fires him off, he takes him down Broadway, leads the train around. Has no type of battle for himself going off into turn 1, but Matthew Keichel cannot say the same. Kevin Prettyman to the inside. That 88 machine, it looks sweet, but it's also fast. As he's to the inside, but the 17's going to have the momentum here on the high side. Going to get the run back and actually get the advantage there. Monkern drives it in off a cliff there in the 81. Going to be shown as the number 36 on broadcast. And I do apologize for the glitch in the way the ticker looks on the side there. We can fix that, rectify it. We cannot, so we got to go with the side ticker, unfortunately. As, oh no, Prettyman goes around right in front of the field, down pit road, down to the mini cautions out on the speedway. I don't know why it has minutes to go up there either. What is going on here? That's early caution out on the speedway. I told y'all Heat Race 2, it had some fireworks in here. Kevin Prettyman, though, that sucks for him. He was running P3, battling P3, P4 region. As with the break into action, I think that gives us perfect time to talk to the man we've talked to numerous times this week. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th time he's been in the booth. Mr. Brian Gravel, got a copy? As we may have caught him as he walked away. Mr. Brian Gravel, you're live in TSP's booth. Got a copy? As it looks as if Brian may have stepped away for a moment here. We'll get him back down to his race team. See if we can pull up somebody else, though. Mr. Samuel Baumgartner brought it home P2 that first heat. Sam, got a copy?
Gotcha, Tanner.
So I tried to talk to Gravel. He may have stepped away for a minute, so I thought we'd bring up you instead. You're going to be starting P3 for the feature event. Not sure what they're going to do with the track, if they're going to rework it or not. But nonetheless, what's the strategy for the number 53 car for the feature event here? Going to be starting P3, it looks like.
Well, the strategy is really just to keep the car clean. This track's pretty tough. It's pretty tight. You really got to be conservative. You really got to work that throttle, be really easy and gentle on it with how slick it is. I hope they don't rework it. I think it's going to provide better racing, but we'll see what they decide to do. Either way, just, you know, we're just going to be patient and see what happens.
Keep the nose clean on the 53, try to be there at the end. Well, good luck to you, brother. I think Brian Gravel just told me that he is back. So we'll get you back down to the race team. We're going to see if we can round him up. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Tanner.
Absolutely, boss, and good luck to you. Alrighty, I just got word that we have caught back up with Mr. Gravel. Gravel, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
So was not able to qualify. I mean, I'm truthful here on the broadcast, right? A little bit of controversy after last night. Unclaimed caution that could have went either way, right? It got voted to be on you. So naturally, that was a 10-point penalty, and you was not able to qualify. Well, you bounced back with a top 5 finish in your heat. Now I believe you're going to be starting in the 9th, 10th range, depending on how it does. I think you're going to be starting 9th. How you like your chances now that you have already went out there, you've raced around some competition and passed some guys? How you like your chances for the 05 now, Grable?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've been out here in the grandstands watching some of my competitors for points. They're doing pretty good. So maybe some close racing. I'm not too awful worried about getting up through the field and winning. As long as I'm finished ahead of these two guys I'm really battling with for points, I'll call it a win. And feeling pretty good. Car felt great on a slick track. Just being patient on that throttle and out there trying to drive it.
Right, as Brody Mears actually just gets sent around right there. Well, Brian, I'll tell you, brother, you've been the odds-on favorite all week. You picked up 2 race wins, so I think regardless, you're in the money spot, right? Top 3 is going to get paid. It's just a matter of how much you're going to get paid, right? But you can't count out your other 2 competitors, right? So I know it's going to be a dogfight. It's funny talking to all 3 of y'all now. All of y'all have said basically, I'm not here to win, just want to get as much points as I can. So that's going to make for some interesting racing and some interesting decisions as the race goes on. Good luck to you tonight, Brian, as we're going to call the final 10 laps of this heat race. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be talking to you here later and you'll be $50 richer.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later, Tanner, and have fun being up here in the broadcast booth.
Man, I'll enjoy it. I wish I was down there with y'all. Y'all put on one hell of a show. Y'all make it look fun. Y'all make it look easy, though, I'll tell you that.
Yes, sir. Well, you have a good one.
Yep, good luck, babe. Alrighty, 9 laps to go. We've had 2 cautions in this heat, none in the first heat. As we go back up front to Scott Smith representing St. Paul and the Smurfs. As Scott looks like a Smurf, old man. Just check the chat. Jason Bauer, sim loading 0%, PC troubles. That's never what we want to hear. So good luck, T's and P's for that, because these PCs are not cheap. A green flag is out. Scott gets a great launch. Keichel, though, right there with him to the low side. Samuel Lawson up 2 spots, but he's getting a battle from Brandon Elvis here. Elvis in the middle was 3 wide with the 13 of Murphy. As Murphy's not letting the 54 get too far away, but the 54 car is making moves here up to the P3. As Elvis is putting on a show, leaning on each other, him and Sam. As Elvis is right in the slick, whereas Sam is right up next to that cushion. Elvis is going to clear himself right on the nose of the 44. 44 would cut him, no brakes right there either, by the way. That could have been calamity, but luckily I think Sam may have backed out after he hit the 54. But right now I can tell you the 44, I've raced with him many laps. He is not happy right now, although it was just a racing incident. Look, he's trying to get in there and nudge the 54 car, but he's got to be careful because now the 54 car is kind of slowly but surely driving away from the 44. The 44 is driving mad. The 54 is driving methodical. You're seeing a veteran versus somewhat of a sim rookie here take place here on True Sim Production. We jump on board with the governor. He's searching here, folks. We watched him up high by the cushion. Now you're seeing him go down low. He's trying to find a little bit of speed. Remember, in these heat races, every person you pass, that's an extra row you're starting ahead of when it comes to feature race time. As third caution out on the speedway. As, oh no, it may have been the kid again, Brody Mears. Hits the wall there, and he has broken the right front. It's a tough break for Mr. Brody there. As we're going to see if we can dial him up. We don't get to talk to him a whole lot. Mr. Brody Mears, you're live in the booth. I copy. As it seems like he stepped away now. Everybody steps away. Brody Mears, you're live in the booth. I copy. Good grief. All right, folks. Back up front. It's Scott Smith, the old man. Got Matthew Keichel right there behind him. Brandon freaking Elvis. Already up to P3. You cannot deny that, man. He's passed 5 guys. He's knocking on the door of Keichel here. Just going to need a good restart for the 54 car. As I told you earlier in the interview, he's my pick for the championship here tonight. For the Kern County Showdown Championship, he is my pick, the 54. I don't believe in the broadcaster's curse tonight. I believe he's going to pull through. As right now, though, Scott Smith is going to be the one to pull through as he takes him around one more time. Got 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 to go at the line. Keichel's there, though, on the low side. Will he be able to get the edge? As Scott kind of blocks the slider line there. He defended it a little bit. Didn't allow the 17 car to really drive it off in there deep. As like Elvis is kind of content riding P3, which is a smart move by him. Was not able to qualify due to being last night's winner. Has worked his way up to P3, and now he just looks to be content. But he's got to watch out for Samuel Lawson in the 44 right there behind him. As Scott Smith takes the white flag here for heat race number 2. Down the back stretch for the final time here as he goes in 3 and 4. Looks to be his. As 53 car out of turn 4 picks up the win for heat race number 2. As my second monitor just went out. Excuse me for one moment, folks. Alrighty, folks, we do apologize for that. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. That was weird. As it will not let me look at the grid here. Heat race is kind of making it a little wonky. Alright, are you excited? Let me know in the chat. Who do you got? You got Go Chain Cowboy starting inside row number 1. You got the old man, Scott Smith, starting to the outside. I got my eyes up for the 54 car, the 13 car, and the 05 car. As we'll keep y'all in the loop in regards to where those drivers are running at. 70 laps here as the green flag is out. Coleman gets a great launch there. Almost looks like a Delaware restart as the 14 car is off. As it is carnage in the middle of the pack. I'm hearing a lot of metal on metal. A lot of cars out here. Now remember, they've just run in the heat race with about 8 cars. We'll double that now for the feature event. They're 4 wide. Elvis in the middle. Gotta be careful right there. That's what you don't want. As Elvis is trying to go forward right here, battling with Keuchel. Keuchel on the high side. We know he's not the most comfortable up there. When it comes down to him, he wants to be on the low sides, where he prefers to be. See if our top ticker is working correctly. It is. Now, Keuchel got the position away from Elvis. Elvis is sitting P7 as we go back up front. Coleman, he walked away from him for his heat. Now he has Scott Smith, the winner of the second heat. He's got to contend with. But right here, Coleman looks to be the guy to beat. 75 laps tonight, not 70 either. My bad. So, I mean, it's still anybody's ball game over here. You gotta remember, we've caught a lot of these races on Thursday night, Chris Carroll and myself. A lot of these races, we've seen a guy jump out to the early lead and lead 30 or 40 laps. But with iRacing now, with the new dirt model, dirt tire model, excuse me, you can really abuse and hurt that right rear. Now, is Justin Coleman, is he asking too much out of that car this early? That's the question we ask ourselves every time when we're up here in this booth. We're going to find out. We'll know around lap 25 or so. As they're already 7 laps in, you blink, you might miss it. They click off laps here at a 13-second clip. 14 seconds lap after lap after lap around this 0.3 of a mile oval. As we've got to do an update here on our championship contenders. As Brian Gravel, Brandon Elvis, they are currently sitting 8th and 7th. So Gravel is not letting the 54 car out of his sight. And now remember, the guy coming into the points lead, or with the points lead, the 13 car, Zach Murphy, he's currently sitting P12. He just wants a clean run. He just bought the car, just bought the track. He knows nothing about this car or this track. He just learned it today during practice. Holding his own here, currently sitting P12. John Monkren right there in front of him in 11th, and Kevy Prettyman holding down that 10th place position. As Lawson, hard contact into the outside wall for the 44 car. As looks like he may have overshot the corner there. Gave the wall a little love tap. No harm, no foul. The race chat at number 44 is looking good as we head back up front. Scott Smith has slowly but surely reeled in our race leader, Justin Coleman. Sam Baumgartner giving a 53 car a mirror full there as well. Almost made contact with the 53. These guys are turning quite a few laps together. They race each other with a lot of respect. They're two veterans here in the dirt world of iRacing, so it's really cool to see them go toe to toe. Now Scott is more of a late model guy, whereas Sam, he is more of a sprint car guy. So a little bit different discipline style of racing. Same aspect in the end, but it does feel different. Some stuff in the sprint car world does translate over, some stuff does not, and that's what Sam has to learn. Lucky for him, he does have 75 laps here to try to learn it. It's going to be all about managing that right rear, right front, I do believe, here tonight. We're already to lap number 15, and Coleman, I mean, what can we not say that we didn't say in the heat race already? Looking absolutely dominant out here, flawless, and I am noticing he's not just a one-lane cowboy either. Yes, he's a gold chain cowboy, but he's not only the one-lane cowboy. He's moved all over this track. Typically on a dirt track, you'll see a guy, he'll find his line, and he'll run it until he basically can't. Until it gets blown off, till it starts to develop too much rubber, gets too slick. Coleman here, he's searching. He's all over the track. Look, he was at the cushion last time. Now he's running the middle of the track, so he's all over the track right now. He's able to maintain that lead, and he's still kind of searching, filling out the track. So very, very impressive as the 14 is able to do this. I'm going to lay out here and give y'all a lap around Kern without me talking, and I want y'all to listen to the throttle play that the 14 car is doing. We'll be back momentarily. Give us a check out. There you have it, folks, just to give y'all a little glimpse, let y'all listen to how Coleman is working that throttle. It's very, very impressive how these dirt guys, how they can get around a track like this as it gets slick, and their times will fall off naturally because it's dirt, it's going to happen, but they maintain the fall off, so they may lose 2/10, and then it's going to stay right there about 2/10 slower for a few laps. But Coleman, he is working through the track conditions marvelously. But Scott Smith is right there with him. Like, Scott is not letting our race leader get away. And now Go Chain, he comes into tonight. Let's pull up the points really quick and then we'll get rid of it. Go Chain comes into tonight. Coleman. I don't even see him on the list. So Coleman may have missed some races here. Check on my end, see if we find him. This is when we need a producer in our ear telling us what. So yeah, this is more of a bragging rights type of deal for Coleman. Same for Scott Smith, he's missed some races. Same for Sam Baumgartner. So the top three in the standings right now is not basically going to shake up or affect the point standings here. More or less, they're just going to play spoiler, and that's awesome. Love to see it. Love to see a dirt guy come out here and get their flowers. We're going to say it is. Man, oh man, Coleman. He is bad fast. It's so impressive to watch them work around this track. We got through the field a little bit. Jamie Kephart back here. He's another fellow dirt guy. So your top four are all basically pros when it comes to this dirt racing scene. They got a little bit of real estate between themselves and the fifth place driver, Tim Trowbridge. Matt Keuchel, he is falling back a little bit, but look at the 17 working around lap traffic of Guy Barrett there, and he's on the bottom. That's exactly where that 17 car wants to be. He gets it hooked up right on that berm and gets point forward. No, Brandon Elvis almost had an instant there. Oh, he's going to have an instant. Guy Barrett in the back of him. Elvis hard to the outside wall. That may be a broken right front for our series contender. Oh, no. Caution's out on the speedway. I do not believe there's a fast repair either. Let's go back and see what happened to him. He was a contender coming into the night, third in the points. Come up on Guy right there, a little bit slower traffic, and then tries to slide in front of Guy. It's almost as if he thinks Guy's going to let him come up there, or maybe he's thinking he's a little quicker than Guy. Let's go back one more time and watch far chase. But it's actually started on the front stretch here, as Elvis caught Guy Barrett so quick when Guy hit the wall there. Now I think he just messed up. Ooh, tough break. It messed up his corner entry so much. He entered so shallow that he naturally slid up and broken right front. Dang, it sucks for the 54 machine of Brandon Evans. Oh, there was a fast repair tonight. I didn't know that. See if we can have a word with him. Mr. Brandon Evans, I know you're about to go green, but I brought you up here a little late, but I didn't know you had a fast repair, right? So I was writing you off, but you did get the car fixed. Quickly talk to me. What happened there?
I just got ran over by a lap car.
10-4, brother. Didn't mean to pull you up this late, but we'll get you back up there. Good luck. So you can hear it in his voice. He's not happy. Not happy at all. As they are back green flag. Now this is going to allow Scott Smith to be right there on the back bumper of Go Chain. See if Go Chain can get away unscathed. 53 car to the low side, bottom of the track. As the 2 car of Kephardt's are also right there to the back of the 53. So you got 2 53s chasing the 14. And it's been in the 14 all night long. 40 laps to go. Going to be 39 when they cross the stripe. Got tempers. Got some hard racing. Got a lot of respectful racing up here in the front. As it looks like Scott Smith is trying to set up a battle, set up a move here on the 14. Going to try to look low. He elected not to. Had to run. He wants to keep that high side here. He is working that cushion. 14 slides up in front of him. Scott's going to shove him down the straightaway there. So Scott has showed here. He showed his hand. He does not want to come off that high side. As Coleman outside wall into it pretty hard. That's going to slow down his momentum. 53 car to the inside. Got a battle for the race lead here. As Coleman perseveres, battles through it. As Sim Racing Dad, Mr. Joshua Vermillion says, crazy how smooth they make it look. As I totally agree. It's insane how they are able to get these laps and hit them lap after lap after lap with no trouble really. So we've seen the 54 car, Brandon Elvis, he's actually scored as a lap down right now. He is in the championship hunt. Zach Murphy's currently sitting P11. So he's not faring a lot better. He is on the lead lap though, so that's one good thing for him. And then Brian Gravel already up to P7, trying to get some money here. The kid, he lives in my town. We met on iRacing, and he knows my daughter's mother and everybody. It's kind of weird how small of a world it is. But Gravel, 05, trying to make the magic happen here. $50 to the champion, $30 to P2, $20 to P3. As we're going to throw it to a crank it up as we have 33 laps to go here at Kern County. Headset users, please beware. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, folks, we are back. As look at the battle for the race lead. It went the entire time as the Crank It Up went, but now the 14 car has prevailed. Battle has been won. Is the war won for the 1450 car? 53 car drives it off in there deep. Sam, he's been sitting P3 all race long. Got 24 laps to go now. Now it's go time. If it wasn't go time earlier, it's definitely go time now. 50 laps have done come and gone. 24 laps, 23 to go at the stripe. Justin Coleman looks to be the dominant car all night long. If you was a bad man, it'd be hard to pick against the 14, but I know the 53 car. It's hard to pick against him or the other 53 car, either 53 between Scott Smith and Baumgartner. Both of them are super fast on dirt, but go changes. Looks like he has it figured out as he goes low side to the high side here. Running a little bit of a slider line there. And look, I mean, one lap, the 53 cars there. 14. Oh, I see all that yellow flag out on the speedway. As, Zach Murphy comes into tonight as the points leader. Tags the outside wall a little bit. Ooh. Lanfear got by there unscathed, so tough break for the 13 car here. Just tag the outside wall, and then, I mean, y'all saw how the car reacted. Just pushes tight right here a little bit. Tags it. Goes around, but look how scary this is. Barely missing. Got Lanfear there. As that's championship implications right there. As I'm not sure if Brandon Elvis is going to get the lucky dog here or not. It does not look like it. So right now, Brian Grable, all he needs to do in 05, keep the car clean and basically finish. As Coleman fires him off. Oh, Coleman having electrical issues. Coleman's gone. As he is back. As that is scary when the race leader disappears like that. As these guys are all bunched up. 14 car to the low side. 53 is going to try it up high next to the wall. As they're almost 4 wide right there behind him. These guys are racing for everything. Got to be careful as Keuchel gets a little bit of bumper tag from Grable there. As got to be careful here. Grable's racing for more than just a spot at this point. As, oh, Kephart drove it in there deep. And Scott Smith now the man front and center out front. As we missed the race battle for the race lead there. Or the pass for the race lead. There was so much going on. As Scott Smith now the man out front did. The 14 asked too much out of the tires. As man, oh man. Let's go back and watch the pass for the lead here. So Scott Smith's up high. 14 car just spins the tires on the exit. Oh, a little door banging action there. And just slowed the 14 down so much. 53 used the momentum on the high side. But the 14 of Coleman's not going to back down. Right there on the left rear of the 53. As Sam, he is loving this sitting P3. Let's jump on board with Sam here. As you can see what he's seeing up the cockpit. He sees two guys going to battle up there. Right there in their tire tracks. That high side, it's the way to go here. We talked about it in practice. We was not sure if the high side would come in like that. But come in it has, and now the 53 car opens it up to almost a half a second lead over second place. Justin Coleman, 12 laps to go. Justin, he won heat race 1. Scott Smith, he won heat race number 2. As cautions out on the speedway. And oh, it's a big one. Ty Lanfear and John Monkern involved. Go back and see what happened. Ooh, and Brandon Ellis. We'll focus on the 81 here. 88. Ooh, 88 had to check up to stay off of Keuchel there. 97, I believe that's Brody. No, that's not Brody. Oh, Byron Gay got into the back of Elvis. Or, excuse me, Monkern. But Elvis does get a piece of this a little bit. See what happens to the 54 car. Oh, trying to get it rolled over. Kind of tank slap. So the 54 car is going to come out decent right there. I know he definitely didn't want the damage, of course. As Zach Murphy getting the lucky dog. Because it looked as if, well, yeah, because Brandon Ellis was involved in the wreck. He naturally wouldn't get the lucky dog there. All right, 53-53 on the inside row. It's going to be the 14 and 2 on the outside. The 14 and the 53. They have dominated tonight's event from the heat races to the feature. Sam right there on the back bumper, lifting the 53 car up off the ground almost. As that was impressive. And look at these guys fanning out. They're going everywhere. Oh, 05 almost gets turned there. Elvis, he sees the 05. He cannot let that 05 get away from him very much. He sees him up there in traffic. Oh, Elvis gets in the back of the 97. As caution's out once again. As it was hard to tell where this one actually started because it was like a ticking time bomb just went off. '97 gets sideways, 54 gets in the back of it. And it looks like John Kern was just basically an innocent victim right there. Kevin Prettyman gets involved, so a couple drivers involved there. Looks like Byron may have just got the car too sideways, scrubbed off too much speed, and that allowed to Field to have the closing rate they did. Scott Smith up there in the cushion trying to wear it in a little bit. He's smart. He's a veteran. As we got the old man up in the booth, Scott Smith, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Just want to get a quick little chat with you here before y'all go back green. You're sitting P1. You won your heat race. What's it going to take these next 4 laps?
Keep Coleman behind me. He's fast.
Y'all are both fast. Y'all putting on a hell of a show as you always do. Good luck, brother.
A lot of fun.
As Zach Murphy is taking the lucky dog, as this is it right here, folks. Or is this it? I believe it is. As Coleman's laying way back here. Needs to get right up on the 53 car unless they are delaying it. As, oh, yeah, we have delayed the caution. All right, going green this time by 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 laps to go when they take the green flag. Folks, if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up button. It helps us out a ton. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just asking you to. If you would, it helps out a ton, though, in all seriousness. And also, hit that subscribe button. Never miss a single lap of the action, as well as never miss a single episode of Race Chatter. As Scott Smith fires him off, he gets a great launch. 14 car, though, he's right there with them. 53 car of Sam Baumgartner. Looked like he may have been asleep a little bit on the restart. That's going to force him to have to do battle with Tim Trowbridge to try and throw it in there and make up a few spots. Tim sideways, right in front of Kephart. Brian Grable's coming through. Grable gets a piece of it, but he gets through. That may be the championship winning move for Grable as white flag is out. He gets through it unscathed. He's sitting P4 as Scott Smith, the man up front, brings it around out of turn number 4 for the final time tonight. Scott Smith, he bats 1,000 as he won his heat race, backed it up with a feature win. The old man right at home. P1, Justin Coleman's P2, Samuel Baumgartner's P3, and Grable. He brought that machine back up there and got P4. And I believe just about did everything needed to win that championship, I believe. But of course, we got to get the points in. So while we do that, I am going to bring Sam actually up here. I didn't even tell him I was going to do this. Sam, will you do me a solid? We are live right now, brother.
What's up, Tanner?
Will you talk to these people as I put in the points really quick and just talk to us about your race here tonight? You brought it home P4, so let us know how your race went and how the race went overall, you think?
Track's tough, man. Groove really likes to move around. It started out on the bottom side, and then we had to move around quite a bit, moved up to the top there. I was just telling Scott before he pulled me up that it's pretty difficult to pass here, man. It's like he said, you really gotta jump on it when you get the opportunity. So the outside lane was pretty dominant there at the end. We decided to jump to the bottom there with only 2 to go to maybe try something. Had to run on Coleman, but he had the momentum up on the top side, so he got us. It was a good race, so overall, congrats to Scott.
Now, Sam, you had the unfortunate task of calling week 1 and race 1 and race 2, right? They were pretty brutal. We came out last night. Late Model Stocks put on a pretty good event here, and then the dirt race here tonight. As of course, it's not letting me get the points calculated in yet. is telling me to wait. So we'll go ahead and we'll get through with our regular interviews here. So you brought it home. You brought the car home P3, had a very solid night there, Sam. You don't get to race a whole lot, right? So a P3 for the 53 is a good night in my book. You basically already talked to me about your races. You were trying to kill some time for me. Who we got to thank for the 53 car, and what we got coming up down the pipe for TSP?
Well, I tell you what, we got to thank Savage Edge Graphics. Make sure you all hit up Corey and go to savageedge.com. Get yourself a True Sim Productions t-shirt or anything for that matter. I want to thank CJR Graphics. He's helped with paint schemes with me before, and he does a great job. So if you want a paint scheme, go check out CJR Graphics on Facebook. Priority Auto, if you're in the Burlington, Vermont area, make sure you go hit up Chris Legoo at Priority Auto. And obviously, Tanner, I got to thank you for putting on the show tonight up in the True Sim Productions booth. Hopefully it's nice and cozy up there, and you got the heat on because it's chilly here. But I think that's really it, man, to be honest with you. That's all I got right now.
Right on, brother.
One more. NextEv Media. Everybody go check out nextev.com and check out our stream team. It's pretty cool.
And now, Sam, speaking of that, so I'm really trying to kill some time here. Speaking of that, you also streamed your POV tonight, correct?
I did, yes.
That is cool. That is cool. Tell Justin Coleman, I know we're very professional, right? Tell Justin Coleman that he needs to accept my friend request on iRacing. That way I can get the points in really quick. And, yeah, congratulations, brother, on your P3. We're going to bring up second place and try to get these points in, brother.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Tanner. Appreciate it.
Thank you for all you do around here, Sam. A lot of people don't know it, but I'll say it in the public. Thank you. You help keep this wheel rolling, so thank you for that, brother.
Appreciate it, Tanner.
Absolutely, boss. All righty, folks. We're going to see if we can find our second place guy. He is somebody that, I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like I talk to this man damn near every week. As I need to tell you too, Justin, will you please accept my friend request on iRacing as quick as you can? That way I can get the points in for the broadcast. But, man, oh man, what a show out of the Gold Chain Cowboy tonight. You won your heat race. You led the first 40 or so laps. Talk me through your race tonight, Justin.
Man, that was a blast. I had a lot of fun. Me and Sam and Scott Smith up there running. It was a lot of fun. But man, starting on the bottom, that's what really got me. The bottom kind of sucked there at the end, so that allowed Scott to kind of get around me. But hey, you know what? The last 4 or 5 races I've had, I'll take second. I'm tickled to death, so I'm happy with it.
I mean, I'll be honest, Justin. So you're obviously really fast on asphalt, and it's cool to see that translate over to dirt. So I've never really asked you this outright. Which discipline do you prefer, and which discipline do you feel more comfortable with? Is it the dirt side or is it asphalt? It's looking like dirt.
So I'm a dirt guy through and through.
Okay.
I race dirt in real life. Up until I joined Crooked Line, I didn't race asphalt.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm a big dirt guy.
Wow, that's actually really impressive. Well, I'm gonna tell you, like I told Sam, a lot of times people don't realize it, but you, Brandon Elvis, John Monker, and Sam, the people behind the scenes, everybody always says thank you, Tanner. Well, I want to thank you, Justin Coleman, for helping out. Thank you, Coleman Designs, for also putting up a little bit of cheese for tonight, or for this week's event. And other than that, Justin, congratulations on the P2. Who do we got to thank for tonight's performance, brother?
Of course, start with you and Crooked Line and TSP. Obviously, y'all put on a great show and great broadcast. I want to thank my team, Bad Company Racing. It's a great group of guys. Wouldn't want to run with anybody else. And throw my sponsors out there a little bit. Parker Brothers, Window Tinting, BH Homes Construction, Gibbs Brothers Construction, Barry Elvis Performance and Fabrication, and Coleman Design. If you need a wrap, hit me up.
Absolutely. Hey, the man does a lot of paint schemes. So if you watch any of the Kern County Showdown, whether it was myself in the booth or Sam in the booth this week, especially Tuesday night, you had the BCR, the Bad Company Racing boys, suited and booted. Y'all was looking fresh out there. So hit up Coleman Designs over on Facebook.com. Let him know that we sent you. He may give us some brownie points then. Well, Coleman, congratulations, brother, on your P2 finish. We'll let you get back up there and handle whatever admin duties we got to finish up here tonight, brother.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Tanner.
Absolutely. Thank you, Justin, for real, for all you do, brother.
Yes, sir. Nope.
Whoop, I cut him off. Dang it. I hate when I do that. All right, folks. And then there was one. We talked to him momentarily for a few seconds, and then the lights went off on the pace car. Well, now we get to talk to him again. The old freaking man did it again. He comes through. Scott Smith, you're in the booth once again. You got a copy?
I sure do.
So Scott, you have not you didn't come into tonight racing for points, nothing like that, right? You missed
Nope.
a few of the first races this week, but you still.
I just missed the one.
Oh, I see
Monday
that
night.
now. So you
Yeah.
actually still finished points are in. You were 6 on the board. So hell of a week for you as an asphalt or a dirt guy finishing P6 and missing a race. So
Yeah, not too bad.
kudos to you for that, and thank you for coming out for the asphalt stuff. They were
Oh yeah.
they were wild to say the least. Very wild.
Yeah, they were.
Scott.
Last night's race was actually a lot of fun.
It looked a lot of fun. Of course, the race I'm not in, I'm calling, is the one where y'all go out there and y'all actually want to turn laps. Go figure on that one, right? Scott,
Right.
let's talk about tonight, brother. You and Justin Coleman, y'all put on a show on Thursday nights in regards to the league. And damn it, y'all did it again tonight. It was hard to pick, actually, who was going to win. For the first 40 laps, I mean, you had to bet on Coleman, but then it looked like maybe you were saving a little bit. Talk us through the race tonight and
Yeah.
how you were able to stay there and be there at the end.
Yeah, that's exactly what my plan was. It's just as I let him go. They did a reset on the tracks. It's sitting at 20%, so it's gonna get quite a bit of grip right off. So I thought, I'm gonna let him go, and I'm just gonna kind of ride and keep him in my sights, and keep Sam behind me and not push the car real hard. And I didn't start pushing it until right around that caution where I finally got around him on that restart. That's when I really started pushing the car. But prior to that, I was just kind of riding.
It's amazing that you dirt guys are able to do that. In my head, I think I know how to do it, right? It's just basically managing that throttle input and stuff like that. But when I get out there, it's like in our brain, right? It's like the fast guys, well, they're going fast because they can get the throttle down and they're going, right? But it's a lot of finesse that y'all do. We actually jumped on board with Coleman in the middle portion of the race, and I laid out and just turned the engines up loud and let the folks at home listen. And the way y'all work that throttle is nothing short of amazing. Well, Scott, I want to congratulate you, brother, on another dirt win here in Cricket Line Racing. The floor is yours. Who we got to thank for number 53 car, brother?
Well, you guys for sure for putting this on. truesimproductions. Again, you guys do such a great job. I really enjoy watching the broadcast. I always watch the broadcast, like tomorrow or something when I'm at work.
Oh, you're supposed to be working? Gotcha.
Well, yeah, machine's running, so.
Oh, yeah, that's safe. That sounds entirely safe.
Yeah, then my team, Side by Motorsports, Jason Kern, he couldn't make it tonight. He had some family commitments, so. But that'd have been fun to have Jason here tonight. He'd have probably cleaned our clocks.
Right. For the Side Bite Motorsports, y'all finished. You brought it home P1, so congratulations to you, Scott, and hope to see you more on Thursday nights and more throughout the week.
I do want to thank Justin Coleman. He man, he raced so clean, and when I got on the outside of him there, we got together just a little bit, and yeah, I got nothing but respect for him and Sam. They did a really good job.
Between you top four, at one point, I know we're going long, but it don't matter. At one point, it was you, Justin Coleman, Sam, Jamie Kephart. Y'all are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I watched you and Justin battle, and then Jamie and Sam battle. Y'all touched that one time, but the respect that was shown out there, it's impeccable. It's the racing y'all provide. It's awesome. So kudos to y'all for that.
Fun.
Kudos to y'all for that, and congratulations, buddy, on your race win.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, right on. All right, so I brought the championship contending 3 in here. It was going to be 4 if Chris Smith made it. Sadly, he did not make it. So boys, I got the points. Are y'all ready to see them?
Yeah, let's get these nerves over with.
I haven't even looked at them yet, if I'm being honest. So I'm
I
pulling it up.
imagine Brian got him.
I'm pulling it up right.
Wish I knew how to race dirt.
Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on, wait. Let me make
Yeah,
sure.
Grable had to win it.
Uh-oh. Let me
I
save
costed
them.
myself.
Let me save it real quick. So we have a tie.
Uh-oh. Rock, paper, scissors?
No, it's going to go.
Most wins, wouldn't it?
Well,
if
if
you're a
you
winner, right, I
was
feel like you deserve
involved,
it.
Brian, it would be. But let's see if we can pull it up. So Brandon Elvis, you rounded out the week with 139 points. Zach Murphy, you rounded out the week with 149 points. Brian Grable, you rounded out the week with 2 race wins, 149 points. You are the Kern County Showdown champion this week. So a round of applause to Brian Grable. $50 richer. But Zach Murphy, you are $30 richer. And Mr. Brandon Elvis, you are $20 richer. So I want to say first, I know it sucks because you're it being second's the first loser and all that. But I want to thank all three of you gentlemen for not only coming out but being clean all week. If we look at the incident counts, all three of y'all's are low. So I want to single-handedly personally thank you, Zach. Thank you, Brandon. And thank you, Brian, for coming out and racing with us here at Cricket Line Racing. You boys are the reason why we do this. And
Appreciate it, Tanner.
Thank you, buddy.
And now, Mr. Gravel, you picked up Monday night's race win. You picked up Tuesday night's tour mod win. Damn it, I believe you finished third last night, and you brought it home. What did you finish tonight? Fourth? So you did not finish outside the top 5. Talk me through your week, brother, before we close up shop.
Yeah, a lot of hard racing, and it paid off.
Right on, brother. Well, you hear it right there. Well, I want to thank Brandon Elvis. I want to thank Justin Coleman. I want to thank all the guys over at All-Star Racing League for coming out here with us. Brandon, I guess it'd be dumb to say Monday and Tuesday night is what we prefer to have, right? But we persevered through it. Last night was a banger of a race, and Brandon, I'll be honest, I know you had your bumps and bruises tonight, but you boys put on one hell of a show tonight. Talk me through your week before we close up shop and throw it over to Zach, and then we will close up shop.
Nah, man, I had a good time. The night's race was pretty bad, to be honest. Felt like some guys probably should have practiced a little bit more, but it is what it is.
Right.
The wind can't blow at the same dog's tail all the time, right?
Whoa, time out. I was turning you up when you said that. Run that by me one more time, Brandon.
I said the wind can't blow at the same dog's tail all the time, right?
Oh my goodness gracious. You can tell Brandon's from the South. I love it, brother. You got any more of those before we throw it over to Zach?
No, man. Just congrats to Brian and Zach.
Right on.
It's been fun battling this week.
Right on, guys. And I'll be honest, we're going to do this again at another track. Me and Brandon's already talked about it. I talked to him about it. In a few weeks, maybe we'll bring back something. So, Brandon, thank you for taking off this week for All-Star. And congratulations on coming home P3. And Mr. Zach Murphy, talk me through your week one more time, brother. P2, talk me through it.
Yeah, bridesmaid. Once again, I can never get a Crooked Line championship, no matter what it is. But still happy to, come home P2. Obviously, it was a fun week. Dirt, obviously, was my kryptonite. But what are you gonna do out there? I know Gravel had a hell of a week, and I think he had a little penalty points, which really kind of put him behind. So he earned it. He definitely deserved it. And yeah, fun week. Hopefully, we can do another one soon, like you said.
Right on, brother. Well, folks, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I cannot thank everybody enough for coming out here. We've had good car counts. I knew dirt would be on the lower side because there's not a lot of guys that try dirt. So that's why I do want to thank you, Zach, and thank you, Brian, for. I know you're in the money spot too, right? So a little bit of incentive to come out.
It's a lot of fun, though. I'm glad I tried it, and I'll probably show up to a few more now that I have the car. So.
Right on, brother. Well, thank you, boys. Brian Gravel, we'll get you back down there and let you celebrate, brother. We'll get you paid tonight. And Murphy, you as well. And thank you, boys, and congratulations.
All right,
All right.
have a good
Well,
night, buddy.
appreciate you, Tanner, and talk to you later.
All right, thank you, boys. All righty, folks. That's going to do it here for Kern County Showdown. We're going to shut her down for the final time here at Kern County. It's been a week of up and downs, that's for sure, between the fiasco with the gate on the backstretch at the asphalt track. But I'll be honest, I'd do it all again because I know a lot of these drivers had fun. To hear Brian talk, Zach talk, I know Elvis, he's down now, but he's a racer at heart. So I understand it completely. Scott Smith got the win here tonight, and Brian Gravel is the Kern County Showdown 2023 Series Champion. And folks, we'll be back live tomorrow night, Friday night, Next Gen Racing in the or at Talladega for the Front Row Esports Series. Sam will be up in the booth. Race Chatter coming at you live Saturday night for episode number 4. As we are already 4 episodes in. That is insane. So check us out there. And Sunday, of course, is Blazing Pedals. Folks, thank you for tuning in as always. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as we are now only a mere about 57 subscribers away. And, yeah, until next time, folks, we'll see ya.